Before the 3rd of August 2014, I was living with my family in Koju village, with my mother, my brothers and sisters, in our pretty little quiet village. But then the Islamic State attacked our region. A large number of these forces of evil had come from different states with weapons and equipment and uniforms. Their aim was to eliminate all Yazidis under the pretext that, according to them, we were infidels. The Islamic State did not just come to kill our women and girls, but they took us as war booty, as merchandise to be exchanged. On the 15th of August, people from the Islamic State invited us to go to the school of the village. They separated women, men, and children. I saw them from the second floor of the school. They took the men and they killed them. We, the women and children, were taken by bus to another region. Along the way, they humiliated us. They took us to Mosul with more than 150 other Yazidi families. In a building there were thousands of Yazidi families and children who were exchanged as gifts. One of these people came up to me. He wanted to take me. I looked down at the floor. I was absolutely petrified. When I looked up, I saw a huge man. He was like a monster. I cried out. I said, "I'm too young and you're huge." He hit me, he kicked me and beat me. The man who took me asked me to change religion. I refused. Then he asked me my hand in marriage, so to speak. I said that I was ill. A few days later, he forced me to get dressed and put my makeup on, and then that terrible night, he did it. He forced me to serve as part of his military faction. He humiliated me every day. He forced me to wear clothes that didn't cover my body. I was tortured. I decided to flee. One of the guards, however, stopped me. That night, he beat me. He asked me to take my clothes off. He put me in a room with the guards, and then they proceeded to commit their crime until I fainted. 3 months after my abduction, I was finally able to escape. The Islamic State gave us two options: becoming a Muslim or die. Even those who decided to become Muslim, some of them were killed. Women were raped, and then mass graves have been discovered. There was a mass grave containing 80 women that the ISIS didn't want anymore. 4,000 men were displaced. Much of our territory is still under the control of the Islamic State. More than 3,400 women and children still need to be released. They are still suffering. Secondly, that's the first thing. Secondly, the facts need to be established. There were murders, collective slavery, and that needs to be qualified as genocide.